then yeah, you're in the union.
Mm-hmm.
So they mess they checks up a lot, like a lot. Um, but yeah, they typically don't do us pretty bad, but because they did this whole double time thing or whatever. Um,
It's not coded for that.
Apparently not. So all of third shift,
Yeah.
high low drivers,
Yeah.
operators, all of them, if they didn't even get time and a half. They got straight pay.
Whoa! Oh,
They got straight pay. So like
Oh.
I was staying over like Wednesday night or whatever, and everybody was waiting for they check stub to hit to clear or whatever at 12 o'clock at night. So it came in and dude had like 60 hours of straight pay.
dog,
he was livid.
dog, and that should have been double.
Yeah, 20 hours should have been double.
That's tough.
That's how he felt. That's how he felt right there. Did y'all hear that mic drop?
That
Because he
nigga
was
dead.
he was done.
Nah, so would I.
But yeah, man, it's been tough. Like it's been tough. Like I said, supervisors leaving, and like the day his job got posted, I started applying for new jobs.
Word?
Yep, the same day his job got posted, I started applying for new jobs.
Like at the plant, or are you trying to get out the
No,
plant?
I was trying to leave like immediately.
You trying to come to Ford?
I'm not. I'm trying to get out of any plant. I'm not. I want to get back in the creative field. The plants are just too demanding. Like I can't. Like for the past damn near 2 months or a month and a half, I haven't been able to promote any of my stuff.
Yeah.
So like it's just way too demanding. So I'm trying to get out of that style. That plant.
No, we'll get into that, but I'm gonna kick off the intro real quick.
Oh, I ain't even plugged up.
It don't even matter.
I'm out here lacking. It's been 2 months, man.
Man, but everybody, welcome back to the Block Talk Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We've been off for like just about 2 months.
Yeah, man.
So much has happened.
Probably by the time this episode come out, it'll be 2 months. For real.
Probably.
Man.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. We've been to Chicago.
Yeah.
Nice little couples trip out. What else happened? Brooklyn lost.
Brooklyn did lose.
Brooklyn lost.
Bombs.
Fucking bombs.
Do you know Blake Griffin is a free agent?
Who gonna pick him up? Or somebody? Let me shut up. Somebody go pick him up.
Somebody go definitely pick him up.
Somebody go pick him up. Let me shut up.
Probably like the Pistons.
The Pistons go pick him up. Hey, we saw what you was doing over there in Brooklyn, man. We like what we saw. Come on to Detroit. Yeah. But let me shut up because I applied for the graphic design position. So shout out to the Pistons.
Shout out to the Pistons.
Cade Cunningham, come to Detroit.
The Pistons go F that pickup. Nigga,
they already talking about trading it.
For who?
They just saying like it's an option to trade this number 1 pick.
They go trade it for like Terry Rozier or something, bro, in cap space or something, dog.
Man, for a bag of Fritos.
Man.
But
and I'm upset. For one, we get back on sports later. We'll save sports for later.
Okay.
Man, but what you want to get into first, dog?
Honestly, bro, I really have no idea. We can recap our little Chicago trip, man. It was my first time in Chicago.
It's my first time in a long time.
Yeah, see, I've never been. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, some people know I was supposed to go to school out there. I was supposed to go to the same school I went to here. I was supposed to go to out there.
Why? Because it was Chicago. You want to be somewhere different?
No, they already had the animation program there.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go there, but things happened or whatever.
Right.
Not gonna blame anybody, but things happened, and I ended up staying here because they told me like after about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, they get the new animation program or whatever. So I was okay, cool. I'll stay. I'll apply for the associates in graphic design, and if I finish that out, then I'll come back for animation or whatever. So they end up getting it like a year and a half later, and I end up switching over, so I end up staying or whatever. But back to the Chicago, the night we went Friday, we got there Friday.
Rained.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Like it was.
That was just a sucky weekend weather-wise to go.
Yeah, because India ended up going back like 2 weeks later, almost 2 weeks later. She ended up going back to go see her sister or whatever. And she said it had rained again.
Oh,
so
word.
But like that week that she didn't go, it was perfect.
Right.
But it was great. Like we ended up that Saturday when we had woke up, me and her went to breakfast because I like mapped out it's these two museums in Chicago, and like I had no idea we were so close to them. Yeah. Like we were literally in like the first one was like maybe a 15-minute walk or whatever, but the second one was like a 30-minute walk from that place over there, from that museum. Yeah. So we end up going to get breakfast, waited for the museum to open. Shout out to Wildberry Cafe. Man, it was so good, bro.
What was the prices like? 'Cause you know I'm Jason Pitts, bro. What was the prices
like? It was actually fairly decent. Like, I mean, of course, I'm thinking about it in like tourist pricing. Like this is a very hot tourist spot or whatever. So it wasn't that bad. Like it could have been far worse, I believe.
Yeah, because we had got that same night we had got up and got pizza because we woke up later. We woke up way later than y'all.
Yeah, we woke up super early.
Yeah, we woke up around noon.
Yeah, see, by noon we were already at the second location.
I think we woke up probably like around 10:30, 11. Because we got to the pizza spot, Gino's, like as soon as it opened.
What time? I don't even remember what time. I know we were all because the Art Institute of Chicago opened at 11, and the Museum of Contemporary Art opened at 10. So we were already up and out by like 9 o'clock. We were already walking around at we had already went to Wildberry Cafe. We actually ate on the steps because surprisingly, Museum of Contemporary Art and the Wildberry Cafe were across the street from each other. Oh. I had no idea. My boy DeAndre, he was like, yeah, man, make sure you hit up Wildberry. So I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying? If I see it, I'll hit it up. And it was right across the street. So I'm like, cool. Yeah. So we had maybe like a little 20, 30-minute wait before the food got up. So we ended up walking down to like their river walk or whatever, walked around and stuff like that. Came back, ate, saw the museum. I was wearing one of my denim jackets or whatever. And one of the girls is in there like styling like, oh man, y'all jackets is so dope and this and that. So I got her on the website and stuff like that. She didn't order anything, but you know, whatever. I ain't tripping. Yeah. Still good to go out somewhere else and somebody, you know, recognize, you know, the art. So I was happy about that.
For sure.
Man, what else we do? Like I said, went to both museums. So the second museum we went to, the museum is actually attached to the school. So,
yeah, you were telling me about that, yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool about it. So we ended up going to see this really cool artist. She's like a seamstress.
This is the black lady you was talking about with the playlist?
Yeah. It was pretty dope. So, yeah, it was cool. We ended up eating like, you know, the night before we had we had went to this ramen spot or whatever.
That was the night we had went to
Pappadeaux's.
Pappadeaux's, yeah.
Y'all been to Pappadeaux's. I was too scared to go because I didn't want to die. So
it ain't like it smelled like fish or nothing when you walked in there.
But see, I didn't know. Like when everybody was telling me, "Oh yeah, it's a really good seafood spot."
Yeah, no, they made it seem like they put you in a lobster tank, but it ain't. Yeah. It ain't like that. So I was. It's like any other restaurant. It's like any other restaurant. They just specialize in like seafood. Okay. And it was good. It was kind of pricey.
I'm sure that's one of their spots.
What you mean?
Like Chicago. That's like like Pappadeaux's is one of the tourist attraction spots.
Is it? Nigga, it's so far away.
That's one like everybody that go to. I mean, you gotta go to Pappadeaux's. Gotta go to Pappadeaux's. Everybody I told.
Word.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know it was like that. I mean, it was good. I mean, it ain't drive 25 minutes the other way good, but it's good. It's good. No, I mean,
would you compare it to Fishbones here?
We did go to Fishbones that one time. No, they blowing Fishbones out the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. They nuking them niggas.
Okay, it might be better. It might be worth it then.
Dog, they had the best damn crab cake I ever had in my life. Dog, I'm like, y'all got Gordon back there, nigga? Y'all got Ramsey back there, dog? That shit was excellent. My girl got, she got like some salmon and some shrimp or whatever. I got like fish and fries or whatever. The fries hit too.
Can't go wrong with fish and chips.
No, like these fries like hit. They were like perfectly seasoned. Sometimes you go places like Sweetwater and they like over season the fries. No, nigga, these was perfectly seasoned. Like this was scientific. And like I said, it was good. It was good. Between like everything, I don't know if we ordered drinks, but I think for the both of us, it came to like $120, $130, not including tip.
That's tough.
That is tough.
That's
toughest.
That's tough.
The toughest.
Yeah.
But for my girl, anything she wants. Anything she wants.
You're a good one. No, I go to those limbs too. I will always prefer, like, you know, India tell me, like, okay, how much am I expecting to spend? Like, I need to know going into it. Or whatever.
So you know, you got to work an extra day the week before.
Yeah, like I need to know. Like, you find a spot, how expensive is it? You know, is it cheap? Is it this? You know, because I gotta make this money up somewhere.
Right.
So yeah.
You know, my girls be like, "Well, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad." You know, I looked at it, I'm like, "Nigga, these crab cakes, man, how much a piece?" Like, damn, they good. Like,
You only get two?
Dog, we eat. That was one a piece. Like here, like,
Nah, that's what's up though. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like,
no, I did too. And you know, the boat trip we took.
Oh yeah. That was, oh my God, that could have been like, if that was an episode, if that was a sitcom, that would have been the point of the episode. Trying to get on the boat. Like,
oh yeah, trying to get on the boat. Oh yeah,
that would have been the point of the sitcom, like trying to get on the boat. There was no, I don't understand, like, just everything that happened from the Uber to having to walk and in the whole opposite direction of the Uber. Like,
yes,
just all kind of crazy stuff. It was ridiculous.
But I mean, we didn't know where we was supposed to go. Nigga, we just looking for bodies of water. And like, you know, like boats be on water, so the boat we looking for gotta be over here somewhere.
Man. Yeah, it was sick, but ultimately it was still it was a cool experience.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Like, say, if the weather would have been a little bit better, man, if it would have been like 15 degrees warmer, it'd have been perfect. Yeah. And I had that banging headache, and I had to ask strangers for pills.
Strange white woman almost gave GE.
Yo, so we was waiting for the boat because we had missed our first boat, and they say, you know what, y'all can get on the second boat free. We like, okay, cool. So we sitting around waiting for the boat. And some lady had said something. She said, y'all got something.
A lighter.
She like, y'all got a lighter?
That was the black woman.
Yeah, that was the black woman before. She like, y'all got a lighter? I'm like, nah, we don't smoke. And I'm like, you got some Tylenol? she like, I got some ecstasy. And I'm like, no, that's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. I asked for Tylenol. I have a headache. So we got onto the boat, and the boat is moving. You know, me and my girl, we bought some liquor on board or whatever, right? And I asked the one lady that was just sitting there behind us. I'm like, no, actually, I asked the whole thing, didn't I?
They asked us something, and then you asked the same question.
No, I feel like I asked that one out loud. Like, anybody out here got some Tylenol or something?
Nah, I feel like one of them asked us something.
Really?
And then you rebuttal with the same question.
Oh, okay. That's kind of how it was. But anyway, I asked a stranger for some Tylenol, and she gave me some pill out of this prescription-looking bottle.
Yeah. And
I'm like, you know what? I already got a headache.
Because she was like, yeah, it's an ibuprofen. And you was like, well, how strong is it?
Yeah. Then, I think she said like 800 or something. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, no, just give me one. That's fine. And then I mixed it with liquor. And
this nigga was out here drinking with it. I'm like, dog, this nigga finna pass out.
I didn't pass out. It was great.
Thank God. I wouldn't know what to do. But I was out there cold as shit. Like, if y'all know me, I know I get cold fast. So I'm out there freezing. But I was, you know, enjoying myself, you know, cool, whatever. Yeah. Like, but it was freezing out there. Then they was over there smoking, and the old white guy, who has the pot? You can't smoke the pot on the boat. So they had to come on the intercom, like, yeah, you know, we are in federal waters or whatever. So, and unfortunately, even though, you know, marijuana is legal here, you cannot smoke on the boat, like on the water. They said specifically. Yeah. So yeah, it was still pretty cool though.
So, I mean, I was nice and drunk. My girl was nice and drunk.
Yeah, y'all was thoroughly.
Yo,
drunk.
so you know, I had somewhat of an opportunity. For a threesome, right?
Yeah.
Now, I was talking to my girl, and she said, if I went through with that threesome, she would have been mad at me.
What?
Yes. That's what at me? Like, you mad at me?
You set the pick.
That's what
I rolled, and you lobbed it. And you threw it off the glass. Like you threw it off the glass.
Yo, and that's what I was saying. I'm like, you was gonna be mad at me for doing it? I'm like, you should like mad at yourself. Like if she would have been like hesitant or like, no, I don't want to do this or something, that'd have been different. Right. I'm like, okay. But if she's down the road, like you said, if she's setting the pick and lobbing, like, bro, I'm a high flyer. This is what we're doing. VC, baby. And so I mean, so I'm not wrong for thinking like she shouldn't be mad.
Nah. That well, you are also talking to another guy, so maybe. But maybe it'd be different for somebody else. But you talking to me, like I said, I was there. I was out of our group, I was the only sober person. So I saw. I mean, my girl wasn't as lit as y'all was, but I saw everything.
No, my girl was super lit.
Yeah.
She was illuminating.
It was ridiculous. But that's no. You cannot do that. Like I said, you walked up on this girl, fell in and rubbing and kissing all on her. Like I don't know how it happened. They were rubbing and kissing and all this stuff, and they were bringing you into the conversation and everything. And I'm like, no. You can't do that.
And then your girl was saying no, G, the threesome's not for you.
Right.
They want to fuck, and I'm like, if they could come to my room and fuck, I'm fucking. Cause trust me, like, I will kick a bitch out this room. It's and then worst come to worst, I got a story. Like, man, I had to kick this bitch out my room in Chicago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me more. No, don't worry about it. Just know I had to kick the bitch out. Man. She was fooling.
It was wild that night.
No.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, G had the opportunity. Well, it arose. Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Man, cause her friend was a fucking cock block. Her friend was a fucking cock block, telling some she's this and that. Like, yeah, and so is mine. Get the fuck on. Like,
move.
Like, it's either like get in or get lost. Nigga, like, the fuck. Like, this is like a once in a lifetime thing. For real. So now I just gotta like get my girl drunk and take her random places and hope it happens. Like, here, drink this. You gonna be around strangers.
You gonna be around strangers. Man, she was lying about her astrological sign.
Oh yeah, she said she was a Gemini or something or something. I'm like, hey, whatever works. It just showed me that women really be worse than niggas.
Yo,
but they just keep it on the low.
They just keep it on the low.
Yeah,
that's funny.
And what do you think about the drive there?
The drive was actually straight. After going back and forth and like being in the traffic or whatever, which is like the traffic was the worst part. But after being in the traffic, I think we should just take the train next time. Like, yeah, for sure, take the train. Yeah. But ultimately, I think like you said, actually going there wasn't bad, especially coming back. Like you drove there, I drove back. Mm-hmm. On the way back, we didn't hit any tolls.
Yeah. We got stopped about like 3 tolls. Like I should have took the shit off.
Yeah. So we ended up going through a couple tolls or whatever. But on the way back, it was a straight shot 94 or whatever. So that was cool.
Yo, what do you think about these road trip rules, bro?
Okay, so I don't think everybody know about road trip rules, though.
Nigga, I didn't know about road trip rules.
I mean, it's not rules. It's more so road trip etiquette.
Nigga.
So,
but then look, she made a big deal about the etiquette, and then we just forgoed it like altogether.
Yeah, because we had already talked about this. Like we had already discussed it. So in my head, this is how road trip etiquette goes. The 2 people that are driving, which are typically the guys, always drive front 2 seats or whatever. So you got the first driver and the person driving shoddy. Now, the reason why that's important is because the person driving shoddy is the co-pilot. You're there for everything that driver needs to stay awake, for directions, anything. Like if you know what, I think it's time for us to take a break or take a piss break.
Shout out to Paw.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Like you need that. You need that. You need
Paw, Michigan, baby.
Dog, that little Caesars.
It was Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah, Pizza Hut. That Pizza Hut slap.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, nigga, they carrying the franchise on their back right now, nigga.
Boy, I'm telling you. They got a Paw High School out there and everything.
Man, they got a community.
Yeah. And I was surprised when I saw the car full of black guys pull up next to us.
But they was coming from Chicago too.
Oh, was they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, shout out to that little town up in Michigan somewhere. We don't know where it's at, but it's out there. Shout out to y'all if y'all from Paw. But yeah, we like I said, I think that co-pilot person is very, very important. Now, when you're there, and when you actually there, and y'all going to y'all different tourist attractions or very spots or whatever, it don't matter. But on the actual trip, getting there, it is very important to me for the driver and whoever's going to be driving back to be in the front seat, because y'all got to vibe, y'all got to know what's going on, this and that, right? Right. So the issue we were coming across was that G's girl said, no, the hoe was always like y'all can't sit us in the back because we not hoes. And I'm like, we know y'all not hoes. Like y'all, like first off, like this is my girlfriend who I've been with almost 5 years. Like y'all in a new loving relationship. Like we know y'all not hoes. Like we wouldn't just do that to y'all.
Right.
So, but I did tell her, like, you know what? Like in any other circumstance, I will understand what you're saying, because normally on a regular 2-man mission, if G he mean, hey man, I got these girls or whatever with the woo, we finna go pick them up. If we pick them up together, then yeah, they go in the back. But no, like that's not how this goes. Like, but typically, yes, the work goes in the back.
The work.
Where there is 2 girls going to pick up 2 guys, those 2 guys are the work. They in the back. Like that's just how it goes. Like once you on that 2-man mission, that's it. Like unless it's a very particular circumstance, like unless it's not really a 2-man and it's like, you know, one person got a wingman it. So if it's like, let's say I'm a horrible wingman, y'all know this already. But if it's me and G going and G like, look, I need you to you know, wingman this for me and, you know, talk to the other girl, then yeah, that's when the girl he's interested in sits in the front and I sit in the back with the other girl to one wingman or whatever. But if it's 2 girls that we both just getting to know, kicking it with, they go in the back. In the back, period. But yeah, she had an issue with that.
And I'm like, well, okay, if that's how you want to do it, but then like I go to get the rental car, I come back and she like, oh yeah, no, we in the back.
So all this for nothing.
I'm like, you had to make us say y'all was hoes and shit just to...
I didn't say my girl was
I didn't say my girl was a hoe either, but I'm saying like you're saying that we are trying to call you hoes by saying we're sitting in the front. I mean, I'm not saying y'all gotta sit in the back. Y'all can sit wherever, but it's only 2 seats in the front, so you gotta sit in you got 3 rows. Nigga, don't sit in the last row. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
you got 2 more rows out there to sit in.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's important for whoever driving there, of course, it's in one seat, and whoever's driving back is the co-pilot, so you have to sit in the other seat. That's just how it goes in my head.
No, that makes sense.
So I think that's proper road trip etiquette. Like I said, unless you are the work.
Yo, speaking of dating etiquette, I want to ask, dog. In any relationship ever, what's the cheapest thing you've ever done? Looking back, you're like, damn, that was some cheap nigga shit. That was some Jason Pitts level shit. Or what's the cheapest thing a woman has done, like, to you?
That's actually kind of hard to say because I haven't been in many relationships that I actually had money and dead ass. Like I wasn't out here like this, and I wasn't always the man you see today. But and then on top of that, I've never dated girls that like were materialistic in that way.
People will be materialistic, but sometimes it's just some cheap shit. So,
like, okay, you give me an example, and then maybe I can.
The cheapest thing I've ever done, it was this one chick. Like, you know, whenever she always wanted to hang out, I always wanted to kick it. But whenever we hung out or kick it always resulted in me spending some money. So, I had she said like, "Yo, you wanna come over and kick it?" I'm like, "Sure," but I lost my debit card, and she was like, "Okay, you can still come or whatever." I'm like, dang, like,
you can still come.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so I went over there and everything, but I don't think we ate or drank or anything. I think we just.
So she ain't supplied nothing.
I don't think she supplied a damn thing.
Wow.
She could have. I could be tripping. This was years ago. Okay. I don't know. But that was like the cheapest thing I've ever done. Was like, you know what? I don't even got no debit card. I lost it. They got to send another one. Take 3 business days. Like, and I just ordered it today. Like, I'm not gonna have it. But the cheapest thing a girl has ever done to me was I was dating this one girl and I was like, I was giving her money a lot, and I got like tired, like I got tired of it, and I'm like, at this point, if I give you some money, you got to give me that shit back,
right?
Or whatever. So I gave her some money one time. It was like $40 or something, and the 40, the 40. I should have known.
He just came to this realization.
No,
the 40.
And then my birthday was coming up. And then she was like, what do you want for your birthday? I'm like, man, if you could just take me to dinner, like, that'd be really, really nice.
Right.
Or whatever. Or buy me dinner. She said, okay. So she gave me a card for my birthday. And in the card, it had $40 in it. Or whatever. So she gave me my $40 back for my birthday. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, that's fine. And then I'm like, so where are we going to eat? And then she said, well, I was going to take you to eat, but I was going to pay for it with that 40.
Wow.
I'm like, this is terrible. So you re-gifted my money and then can't even take me to dinner because you re-gifted my money. Like, this is the cheapest shit I have ever seen, ever. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Wow. That's crazy.
You got?
I think I got something similar to that with my current girlfriend now. Similar to that.
She was cheap or you was cheap?
I think I was. Okay. Yeah, it was me because it was actually for her birthday last year. I had drank my savings or whatever, and I had gave it to her. Here, this what I got in my savings or whatever. You can have it. And gave it to her for her birthday so she can get her hair and nails done, dress, all that stuff or whatever. Just for her to treat herself. And then it was time for us to go out, and the bill came out, and I'm like, I ain't got no money. I can't take this. This bill just came out of my regular account. I'm like, I ain't got no money. Car note just got paid, and I forgot. So and I'm like, can you pay the dinner? Like, cause I just gave you all my money. I just paid this bill and gave you all my money. Like, so yeah. So she ended up doing it or whatever, and she didn't care because she at one point she was trying to give me some of it back. She's like, I don't need all of this, and I'm like, no, keep it. It's birthday. Whatever you want to do with it, do it. So we ended up going downtown, and she ended up paying for like I think it's like B-Dubs or something like that. Yeah, because this is like before her birthday. Yeah, this wasn't actually on her birthday. It was like before. So we ended up, she ended up paying for it. And yeah, she was cool about it, but because she was trying to give it back to me anyway. But yeah, that was like one of the I think that was the cheapest thing.
I mean,
if that's similar.
I mean, yeah, that's not being cheap as much as it is being broke.
same category.
No, because if you cheat, you made a conscious decision. I made a conscious decision to tell her I left my car or I lost my card.
Right.
Like, when it was in my car glove compartment. Like,
see, I had it on me.
I had it on me. For me, not you. And I think to re-give somebody some money and cancel what you was going to get them was just extreme.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And then after that, though, I was like, everything I gave you, like, I need it back. Yeah, I need it back. Remember that thing I bought you before? No. I actually wasn't a gift anymore. I need that back too. So you got to pay it all back.
That's
because I was pissed. Bro. I was so looking forward to having my dinner paid for.
Right.
Now I gotta drive to Captain J's. Like, no, for them to forget the fucking lemon pepper. No.
That's hilarious, dog. Man, what else we got on the docket? What you got in mind?
Before we get to sports, I guess which is the end. Did you watch the Bow Wow Soulja Boy versus?
I did not. Honestly, I haven't. I don't watch any of the verses.
Really?
Yeah, they just don't. I mean, it's intriguing, like for like mental gymnastics, but not like actually sitting there watching it like that. They already lighting fireworks, yo.
Those your neighbors?
Yeah, they was lighting them like at 9:00 at night, but like, dude, it's like 2 in the afternoon and they lighting fireworks.
They said they got a lot to go through. They got to start now if they go use them.
Man, what? But yeah, like I said, I think it's cool for like mental gymnastics, but like actually watching it, I don't find it that entertaining.
So the Soulja Boy and Bow Wow one was fairly entertaining.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Soulja Boy and Bow Wow, like I'm sure it was.
Man, did you see this thing the other day where Soulja Boy was on an interview and he said I was the first rapper with the iPhone or whatever, right? And they were like, nigga, no, you wasn't. Like, shut up.
I think he was.
He was.
He was.
And because he had, like, the day the iPhone had came out, he had posted, or the day before, he had posted a video saying he got the Soulja Boy Kiss Me app or whatever. So when the iPhone came out, the Soulja Boy app was an app that was originally not loaded on, but we went to the app store, it was already there, available to download.
Wow.
Yeah. So niggas was talking all this shit like, nigga, you ain't the first, but
dog, Soulja Boy is a pioneer, and y'all out here hating.
Dog,
y'all out here hating.
Niggas are hating, bro.
The only thing I can say,
and he came with receipts though.
Every time every time he say he the first to doing something, he come like, look, but this is the proof. Yeah. This is the proof. Yeah. Every single time.
I mean, at this point, I feel like that's just what he should do. He just be that nigga. Like, hey, y'all going to the moon? Guess what? Like, that
first
nigga
on the moon.
First nigga on the moon.
Little aliens doing the Superman. I'll talk them that. 01. But no, like I feel like honestly, damn, what was the point I was gonna make? Fuck it. Moving on. But yeah, he is like I said, he's the pioneer. The only thing I would not credit him for is his Soldier Council, the Soldier Boy Council.
I don't think nobody gives him credit for that.
Yeah, but like it's a lot of people I see online that are like, oh, y'all don't understand. He trying to be in the game industry, and it's like, no, like for those of us that do the same thing he's doing, like it's just an emulator. That's all it is. It's a little computer that's an emulator. Right. He doesn't like you can't legally manufacture or load those games onto your system or whatever. Right. Like that's like you can't play Mario on a third party system.
Oh man, crazy! The dude, he runs an emulator site where they had a whole bunch of Nintendo ROMs. The only money he got was from like memberships or something where you could get faster downloads, and it wasn't a lot. It was like $30 or something. So Nintendo sued them, and Nintendo won.
Yeah, of course.
And the dude is forced to like pay $2.5 million, but the dude don't really have a job. He don't have an income. All of his income came from that website,
right,
or whatever. And so now by them shutting down the website, he ain't got no money, so he can't pay.
Well, if I ain't got no money, I can't pay you.
Like,
now who won? Street logic, nigga.
like the thing is too, if you're an average nigga and they say we go garnish your pay until you get us $2.5 million, you're not gonna never get that $2.5 million.
You ain't getting that, bro.
Like I'll come and clean for y'all for like a month or something for free. Right. Like, and that's probably as close as you go get.
What can I do to pay off this 2.5? Because you ain't getting it out of my pocket, bro.
Come get it back in blood.
For real, man. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was entertaining. Like I can't watch Bow Wow, man. Shad Moss. I cannot watch.
What's wrong with Bow Wow?
He's so corny, man.
Hey, you know what though? He to me, and this might be pure hate. My girlfriend calls it pure hate, but she had to think on it. Bow Wow to me is a better actor than Michael B. Jordan.
You brought that up, and no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he is. I mean,
have you seen Fruitvale Station? Fruitvale Station trumps everything Bow Wow has ever done.
To be fair, Bow Wow's only done a couple of things, but I feel like his just level of acting is just higher. Like, I feel like Bow Wow is believable. He's believable in a role. I feel like he embodies whatever that role is, or he plays it to a certain way and be like, you know what, this is legit, this is believable. But whenever Michael B. Jordan do something, he sounds like he's trying to be whatever that is. So like in what's that shit? In like Black Panther, he was cool in that, but he sounded like he was trying to like be a villain. Like he didn't seem like he was like naturally a villain. He seemed like he's just trying too hard, and I feel like he don't read the script. I feel like that nigga gets on set or on his way there, he reads the script on the way there. Like,
well, I can kind of understand what you're saying. I feel like with the Black Panther thing and him playing Killmonger specifically, I can understand that, but from the standpoint of it sounded like he was trying to be hood, not necessarily trying to be a villain. It sounded like he was trying to be hood to show this stark contrast between, T'Challa and Killmonger. So I can understand that to a degree.
But I'm saying he doesn't do it well. Like,
no, he was amazing in Fruitvale Station. He was amazing in Creed.
He was all right in Creed.
He was, for what the movie was, he was amazing.
Look, like I said, I believe his acting cannot stand on his own. Like I said, if Michael B. Jordan was to gain 50 pounds, that nigga would never get another role, ever.
I think he would.
In what? Nigga, TV? Maybe? Some straight to Netflix shit with one season?
Nah.
Queen's Gambit 2, nigga? Like, like, no. If Michael B. Jordan gained 50 pounds, he would never have another acting role. Have you ever seen this nigga in a movie without his shirt off?
Fruitvale Station.
Besides Fruitvale Station. That was based on something else.
I think,
and don't say hardball.
He was like 10. No, I think I haven't seen it.
Cause he doesn't have one. It's
Nah.
in the contract. That's why they got him. They got this nigga to take his shirt off. They did not get that nigga on acting ability.
Nah, I don't think that's entirely true. And I would not against Bow Wow. I would not put that up against
See, Bow Wow doesn't have a big of a movie catalog as him. All Bow Wow got really is like Mike from Forever Ago, Tokyo Drift, and
He been in a bunch of CSI, haven't he?
oh yeah, TV.
Yeah, he been in a bunch of CSI.
And Fast. He in new Fast and Furious. He in Fast 9.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Dog, that nigga was kind of chunky in Fast 9. Yeah, and but when
He was chunky on when the pictures I seen from the verses.
he's thinner than that.
Oh.
He's thinner than he was on Fast 9. On Fast 9, that nigga was chunky. Like, I'm talking like Martin Lawrence and Bad Boys 3.
Whew.
Like, that nigga was chunky.
That was the glow down. No, why in my head for some reason why everybody with braids cut their hair in the Fast franchise. Ludacris in Too Fast Too Furious, he had dreads, had an afro, he had braids, afro.
Mm-hmm.
By the time they start getting into like American superhero action movies, he cut his hair. Bow Wow too. Now he had the braids in Tokyo Drift. Now he cut his hair.
To be fair, those are like years apart.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, why is that like the black guys cut their hair for these
Most
action
people,
movie
I mean,
roles?
most people, I don't think they cut their hair for the role. I think most black people just get tired of maintaining hair, especially black men.
Pusha T.
That's him. That's
Pusha T
Pusha.
still going strong, man.
Man, and maybe because it's dreads, it's probably easier to maintain. But
Yeah.
everybody else was braided.
Yeah, I think dreads is definitely easier to maintain.
Like you get them retwisted every now and then and shit like that.
Right.
Ah,
I always said like if I hit like that 55 and like I can still like if I still have like a decent hairline
mhm.
and like no balding or whatever, I'm just growing my hair out.
You'll go for dreads?
Yeah, at 55. Like I feel like that's a good enough age. Like if it's meant to be, then I would have a good hairline and I won't have any balding going on.
Mhm.
Then I would know. Okay, let's go ahead and grow my hair out. Just because.
Yeah, no, I grew my hair out. I'm done. All right, man. I rocked that fro for years.
Yeah, for years.
Man.
And I don't know why they dumbasses got in on that bet. Like, everybody who was stupid enough to bet you that you wouldn't cut your hair. Like, y'all niggas pay for his haircut. Like, why wouldn't he get his haircut? Like, everybody talking about, man, he ain't gonna cut his hair. Bet him. Like, no, y'all idiots. Bet this nigga. And this nigga made like $30 off of that shit. Like, and y'all pay for his haircut.
Yeah.
AJ, Jamal, Jerron. Fucking idiots. Speaking of which, I hit up Jerron after he posted his picture of him signing to that music group or whatever.
Yeah.
I hit him up and I was telling him that me and you want to come down there.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, he said they just got a new condo or whatever, so that'll be cool. Just let them know when.
For sure.
So.
Oh man. So, on Spotify, I got this app called Spotify for Artists, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's Spotify for Artists,
Right.
and it gives you like your Spotify analytics.
Mm-hmm.
So every now and then, like once, like probably every couple weeks, I go on there just to look and see what's performing and how.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on there yesterday and I saw my song Streetlights was number 2 of my most played songs.
Mm-hmm.
It is normally towards the bottom. And I'm like, number 2? Why is it number 2? And I saw it had like over like 100 plays over like the past 7 days. So I'm like, So I clicked it and one nigga played that song 102 times over 7 days. I'm like, nigga, are you okay? like, I'm like, nigga, that's like it's not a happy song. And you played it 102 times in a week?
Man.
Like, you good? I mean, thank you. I mean, thank you for like the 50 cents or whatever, but
Right. We'll check on that.
yeah, man, gotta check on his mental health, bro. I don't know what the hell. And I think, of course, I have no way of knowing who it is.
Right.
But I was like, damn.
That's scary.
Yeah,
I would, like,
streetlights 100 times in 7 days, nigga.
I mean, he just got broken up with.
Just
8 days ago. He got broken up.
He said, "How did he know?"
That's not funny. If y'all heard this song, go look it up. Street Lights by Frostmatic. It's a great song, one of my favorite by him. But it's
not a happy song. It's not a happy song at all.
He got broken away 8 days ago.
Shit just don't repeat. Like I mean, you gotta think though. 100 times in a week is just excessive. That means when you wake up, when you go to sleep, on your way to somewhere, and while you're doing stuff.
He ain't eat. He ain't left the bed. He been in there eating Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Like, he is done.
Yeah, that nigga.
I don't know who that is. Shout out to you though.
Yeah, he running it up.
Man, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
We need people like you. Please don't leave this earth. For real. But yeah, it's really good song, man. Go check that out. So I've been coming across a couple dilemmas about like excuse me. I actually think our last episode we were talking about. Wait, was it the last episode we were talking about the whole Joe Budden podcast and they break up and stuff like that? That was the last episode?
Yeah.
So recently I've been...
That's how long ago it was.
Yeah, that's a while ago. Almost 2 months. But recently I came across, like, people hit me up about... I think we had this conversation already. But people hit me up about, starting, businesses and stuff like that with them or whatever. Yeah. And, again, I got hit up about some stuff. And I always feel like I don't want to be mean about stuff, but I feel like if you have an idea for something, you don't have to include me. Like I don't want to come off as an asshole or a dick or whatever. But it's like, if you have an idea to sell your product, go sell your product. You don't have to, hey man, let's get together and let's go sell our products here. And it's like, no, like if you want to go sell your product, go sell your product. You don't have to, include me or whatever. And I always feel like that's just a backdoor of people trying to, how have you ever been approached with like a pyramid scheme by a friend or whatever?
A pyramid? Well, you know me, I know a pyramid scheme from far, nigga.
So I always get caught up when they be like, yeah, man, hey, I'm in the city, or I'm gonna be over near you, man. Let's go to such and such and eat. And then like recently, I figured out like by the place they say let's go eat, because like they're like, yeah, let's go to Panera Bread, or let's go to like Starbucks and grab something to eat. And it's like, yeah, those are areas you can sit down and talk for long periods of time. So that's why I'm like, okay, yeah, I kind of caught on, but I feel like it's always a backdoor kind of thing where it's like, yeah, I want, let's link up and let's go, do this together. And then like when I get there, it's like, yeah, man, so I know you got your own thing going on, but let's do this, and I think we can do it big. And then if I bring what you got and you bring what I got, we do this. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm already doing everything you want to do. Like, what is it? Like, what's the benefit of me linking with you or whatever when I'm quite literally, I am everything on my own, like without you. And like, you can, now if you, like, just be honest. If you're looking for advice, if you're looking for this, you're looking for that, just say that, and I'll do the best of my ability to help you or, get you where, give you what I do know. But if you're trying to backdoor your way into some information or into what I'm doing, then no, I'm just gonna shut you down. So, I mean, and once again, I'm just always feeling bad about, stuff like that or whatever, just having to tell people, nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that or stuff like that. It's tough.
Well, with me being in music in a way, I kind of get things like that too, where they be like, oh, I know you know how to do this, or like they know I have a lot of knowledge and they want my knowledge for free. Like, even though I got the knowledge for free, I paid for it in time.
Exactly.
So I don't know if I can give it to you. I can't give you everything for free. I can tell you where I went. It's called YouTube. Exactly. I mean, outside of, I really don't know like what else to say. And then every now and then, they'll be like, can you recommend like a producer? I'll be like, okay, like I like Tower Beats, or I like Jason EB or whatever, some stuff like that. But I can't be like, yeah, you know what? I'll record for you. I'll produce it. I'll edit it. I'll put the auto-tune and all the effects on there for you. I'll do all of that for free. No, you do. I mean, you do it. I mean, like it's now, especially now, it's like easier than ever, bro. Just literally plug the mic in and like sing. Like,
and it's not even. It's like just, you can't expect me to do the work for you. No. Like I feel like that's where, like, I'm all for supporting one another and
Mhm.
helping people get to, if they see we on a similar grind, and like if you want to do a clothing line, if you're a graphic artist and you want to get your own graphic design company going, and you come to me, I'm gonna give you what I can. But that's also gonna be to an extent.
Mhm.
Like at the end of the day, you have to get up and do the work and to find out what works for you.
Right.
Because what works for me may not work for you.
Right.
And also, like you have to want it. You can't. I'm not gonna just give you a handout. Like you gotta go read the books.
And I want to say one thing about wanting it. People think they want it,
but they don't.
They don't want it. And I'll tell you straight up, I'm one of them people. Like I can say I want it, but it's like, do I really want it or just kind of want it? And most of the time, I just kind of want it because like I said, like for different things, I've been close. Like I said, like with like the music thing, like millions of views, I've been close. Like with movie theater memes, like tons of shares, tons of follows, I've been close. And I know a little bit of more work here, a little bit more work there, or persistent work here, persistent work there.
Exactly.
And like I can make this exactly what I want it to be. But for that level of persistence and consistency, it requires a sacrifice. So that means, like, yeah, I want to see my girl, but I can't see my girl. I can't see my girl this week because I got to go to my job. And then when I got some time, I need to do this, so I can't see you this week. Or whether it be I can't see my girl and I got to miss a day of work because I'm so close to this thing. I got to get this done,
right?
Or whatever. And that was when I realized, like, I only kind of want it, like, and but I'm okay, and I feel like that's okay if you know.
Exactly.
If you know you're not giving it your all and you're not getting the results that you would quote unquote expect, then like that's okay. That's not your fault. But when you think you're going hard and everything, but it's somebody looking at you, so when they look at you and then like you can tell they're not going as hard, and they like and then they want to like play victim, like I don't understand. Like you can tell, and,
right.
And like I said, like so with me, I know I don't try probably like as hard because I only kind of want it. So it's kind of about being like self-aware.
Yeah, that's definitely like to me, that's a really big portion. And I think like I have that same thought process you do, except I separate it into two different categories as far as like was that just a good idea that I really like, or is that actually obtainable? And I think like, yeah, like it's a good idea, and like I really want to do this good idea, but it's not like with like you said, time and effort and sacrifice, it's not obtainable. So like it's like I said, the sacrifices are going to be a really big thing, and a lot of people don't want to make those sacrifices. And me and my girlfriend recently had like a really big talk about like how I'm dividing my time and stuff like that. And so I had to realize like, yo, I'm not giving her the time that she deserves or whatever as as my girlfriend, as somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with. I'm either always in my office, at work, sleep, and then like those are like that's for the longest that's been my hierarchy because I've been making these great sacrifices because I feel like I really want this, so I'm making all the necessary sacrifices. But ultimately it comes down to like, is that fair to her or whatever,
right?
So I had to make those changes or whatever, and I think I've worked out a decent schedule to so that things aren't sacrificed as much, and she still gets her time, my business still gets its time, I'm still rested for work, stuff like that. But yeah, it's just tough, man. Like I don't think people really understand, like you said, what level of sacrifice things go to. Like you may lose friends, you may lose family, you may lose so much stuff. But like sometimes you may not be able to go hoop because you gotta sit here and edit this video, or you may not be able to go to a strip club Friday night because you gotta make sure these emails get sent out. Like it's gonna always be something you're gonna have to. It's gonna be, the juice is gonna be worth the squeeze, and that's just what it is. Like period. Yeah. So,
well, I like what you said about the concept and executable or something like that, and that's something I struggle with too, just because if I have an idea about something, especially if it's like some computer shit that I know I can do. I feel like if I do it and I put the time in, I can make it successful.
Right.
Like if I have like complete control and I can map it out how I want to map it out, do everything the way I want to do it, I feel like I'm gonna hit it 100% of the time. And then when I get into it, or when I try to get like closer to them phases, it's like, well, damn, I don't have time for this, or damn, I don't have time for that. And like I said, and it's just because, like I said, you have other stuff you want to do too. Because like when I finally do have some free time, it's like, damn, I can work on my internet thing, or I can play some 2K. I ain't played 2K all week. Exactly. It's my time to play 2K. I spend 2-3 hours playing 2K. It's 3:00 in the morning. I gotta go to sleep now.
Right.
Like,
right.
Like it's like I said, for me, I feel like, especially some internet shit, I feel like everything is executable, and I don't feel like I would fail at shit. Like, I feel like if I would have had that time off for COVID that everybody else had, it'd have been different.
Oh man, like I got rolling in the pandemic. Like during the pandemic, I got rolling. Like I went to my very first pop-up shop a month or two later. I started my own pop-up shop, the Black Market. Started cranking out all kind of t-shirts and joggers and all kind of stuff, leggings, biker shorts. I was rolling. Like I had a whole system or whatever. And then it was like, oh, time to go back to work. And it just seemed like things just paused.
Yeah, because we spend like the 40 hours that we work, that's not all we do. Because you got to include the time you spend driving there, the time you spend driving back, that lunch that they don't pay you for. And
I get paid for lunch.
Oh, fuck out of here. And then like the sleep and rest that are required to be ready to do all of that again.
Getting ready.
Yeah.
Getting up to get ready. And then if you like me, I come home and I gotta wind down because I like as a team lead, my mind gotta be at 6 different spots at once to make sure production keep going. So when I get home, like I just want to sit on my little phone game for like an hour and just relax my mind or whatever. So like stuff like that is all that stuff matters. Yeah. All that stuff matters.
But I am doing this internet thing though. When I'm doing the interviews.
Yeah.
Like I did one with Tasha. I'm supposed to be doing one with your girl later.
Okay.
So not later today, but like soon. Like probably I want to do one tomorrow.
No.
Is she free tomorrow? You know where your webcam at?
Right here on the TO.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Sure. But
actually, I gotta buy her a mic. She got some pretty dope stuff coming up pretty soon. So
nice.
I gotta buy her a mic. If y'all don't know, go check out India the author on Facebook, and also Roseline. Was it Roseline the book?
Here's the book. Yeah,
Roseline the book fan page. You can also search for her book Roseline on Amazon. It's called Roseline by India Blaylock. But yeah, so make sure y'all go check that out. Go buy that. Go cop that.
Did you know it's a store called Roseline in Dearborn?
I have no idea.
I'm telling you, it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So what you gonna do for this last 8 sports?
Yeah, we can talk about sports, man.
Real quick, I wanna get on that to the NIL things for the college players.
Yeah, they can finally get paid. Stop robbing them. Stop treating us like slaves.
Yeah, so since like 2014 or 2012 or something like that, there hasn't been any college sports games.
Yeah.
Basketball, football, nothing.
Nothing. Yep.
And it was because of this. It was some college player around that time, he had sued because they didn't use his name.
But they used his jersey number.
And they used his likeness and like his attributes.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, nigga, it's a fast black quarterback at this school. You trying to tell me that's not me?
Exactly.
Or whatever. And so he sued them, and that's when they stopped making the games. So now, and the thing was, they were saying EA and it was like, we'll pay the players. We don't care. We'll pay them. The colleges.
Yeah, the colleges.
Yeah, for amateurism. And so, but now because that's done, they're gonna EA's already talking about making college football again.
That's dope. I actually liked the college football games. Like I didn't play them like that, but I like the idea of like creating your own little school and creating a mascot and stuff like that. I used to like all of that, so I played it just for that.
And me, I didn't mind the college games. I was just always more of a Madden player, but honestly, the Madden games were better because of NCAA.
Really?
So what Madden would do is, instead of them only having 1 game a year, they had 2.
Right.
So they were able to try some shit out in NCAA before it got to Madden.
Right.
So like we can try this. oh, y'all don't like that, we not gonna use that, or there's no work the way it should, we not gonna use it.
Right.
Now with Madden only coming out every year, it's like, damn, y'all didn't like that, we got you next October.
Right.
You know,
that sucks.
and but they were saying though, like the day after that thing got cleared, like some of them college players was getting like $1 million deals off the rip.
Master P son, he got, I think his Master P's business gave him a $2 million endorsement.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So like, just said people like, I've always disagreed with like college players not getting paid. Well, you're getting paid in student tuition. I'm here for 1 year.
Right.
I'm here for 1 fucking year. Unless you finna give me the 3 years in money, or you know, I can come back here while I'm in the NBA or NFL or whatever, you know, on the same scholarship. I'm not trying to hear that shit, dude. Like I feel it was always some bullshit.
Even with them offering money though, especially in basketball, with the G League offering them to come over there for that year, just for that 1 year or whatever, I still would probably take that as opposed to college.
I don't know if I can get my own endorsements.
Well, because the thing is, if you go be there a year, I don't think it's gonna really matter. Because I feel like I would rather take that 1 year and train around NBA quality players versus playing around other college players. Since I'm going to the NBA, I'm going to the NBA. Everybody knows it, but I gotta wait this year because they said so. And
Right,
once they get rid of the college thing, what if that shit don't even matter anymore? Because they talk about when they do their next CBA. They might not even have to go through college at all. They might be able to come back from high school again. So the G League thing not gonna be a thing really, unless they make them go. And then the college thing ain't gonna be a thing either. Because no nigga wants to go to college for 1 year if you know you just going for that 1 year.
I mean, even whether it's free or not, like nobody wants to go. But I still think it'll just, like, we don't really know too many people that was like, even in the recent drafts, after like the last person I know that got drafted, actually Detroit picked up the last person to come straight out of high school, Amir Johnson. Mm-hmm. He was the last player to come straight out of high school. Like, since then, there's been no other players that's been ready for the NBA out of high school.
But
so it's only going to make...
Even if they were ready, they couldn't draft them.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like...
If Zion didn't have to go to college, he would have came straight out of high school.
Zion would have been trash, though.
Zion wouldn't have went to college.
But he would have been trash.
But he wouldn't have went to college. He would have got drafted, though. He would have got drafted, and he still would have been the number 1 pick.
But so this is the point I was actually finna make. Like I don't think anybody has been ready ever since then. But with the Zion thing, like, that's a perfect example. He would have been trash. It just raised the talent level. Now it's like, yeah, I can look into the G League. I can look into maybe some college players are actually ready. I might not go with the people and the guys in high school unless I'm willing to roll the dice on somebody. Like, if you're willing to roll the dice on a high school Zion, good luck to you. God bless you. But if I was a team owner, I wouldn't do that shit. So
you feel like in this 1 year, it's a lot of development that they missing out on this 1 year?
I don't think it's a lot of. I think it's not like you're going to go from fucking Lindsey Hunter to Grant Hill. Like, you're not finna make a huge jump or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like you're gonna get something to refine your game just enough to make you, to get you on the bench. You're not finna come out and be a fucking LeBron James starter, a KG starter fresh out of high school. Like, you're not finna. We don't get that anymore. I think like maybe the only people that would have been ready are the ball boys. Maybe. That's it. I don't see nobody else in recent years being ready straight out of high school. Mm-hmm. Even like Kyrie. I think Kyrie would have been way too small.
The nigga didn't grow though.
Yeah, but still, like, if he would have came straight out of high school without going through that college, he wouldn't have been refined enough to where he is now.
But I'm saying, how much refinement are you getting from a juggernaut school? Like, I mean, because it ain't like you gotta struggle. Like, nigga was playing with what he playing with, like Anthony Davis and one other nigga.
Where'd he go?
Duke.
Yeah, Duke. I think so.
But I'm saying, you play with like Anthony Davis and like Kemba Walker, or not Kemba Walker.
No.
I don't know. I think Kemba Walker went to Connecticut, but I'm saying, like, so like Kemba Walker and Andre Drummond and DeMarcus Cousins was like on the same team or some
Yeah.
shit like that. And I'm like nigga, you Kemba Walker playing with them niggas, like nigga, I gotta play with them niggas. I'd have been fine. Like, I'm gonna pass it and I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna be fine. Like I have to try so hard. Oh my god.
I don't think I still don't think it's mandatory, but I think just recent years has shown me if there's anybody out there that can tell me otherwise, please let me know. But like I haven't seen any player in the NBA right now that was ready to come out in high school.
Do you think Imani Bates is going to college?
If he was smart, he wouldn't. I mean, okay. So I think if he go, so there's a new wave.
So do you think he's gonna? I mean, do you think he's gonna go straight to the league, or do you think he's gonna make a stop somewhere?
He's gonna make a stop somewhere.
He going straight to the league.
You think so?
I bet you right here, right now. Bet.
Wait, what grade is he in?
You don't got no Alexa in here. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Ain't no wiretap in this house. It's actually funny. We were thinking about putting security cameras around the house. Like, a girlfriend texted me about it, and I was thinking the same exact thing because we had an incident outside, and I was like, I'm thinking the same exact thing, but you know how I don't like wiretaps in the house, so I don't know. So, but yeah,
but I think he's like in 11th grade. He's like in 11th grade right now.
I mean, well, if
they rescind the rule, I think he's going straight to. I think he's going straight to the league.
Straight to the league. That'll be great.
Do you think he's gonna make a stop?
I think he'll make it. Nah. You know I ain't no betting man.
Bet 10.
Nah, you know I ain't no betting.
Dog,
man.
just 10.
Nah, I'm not a betting man. You know that. That's gas money.
I need to stop and get gas, honestly.
See, because that's 10. See, but no. I think he'll make it stop. But like, if they rescind the rule, he's going straight to the league.
Nigga, you just say you think he gonna make it stop.
Yeah, but if they rescind the rule, then no, he'll go straight. But like, I mean, do I think if with the rule in play, will he go to college or to the D League or to like the G League or whatever? He might just go straight to the G League. I can get paid. Like I would go.
I mean, he can get paid now too. I think that's something we're gonna hear about when the next school year start up.
What?
He's gonna have a deal.
Oh yeah.
Because it's all players now. Yeah. So high school players too.
Oh.
Because the thing was, if you took money prior to college or at any point before coming to pro, you lost your college eligibility. Oh. So now that they can, now that that's not in jeopardy anymore, younger players can get it too.
Oh man, you know what? That'll actually be great. That'll be great. I ain't even finna say it because they gonna take my idea. And they gonna make millions off of it, so shut the fuck up and let these big wigs think for their own self. So.
What do you think about the Sha'Carri Richardson thing?
It's bullshit. I mean, the reason why I say it, unfortunately, the rules are the rules. That's very unfortunate. Like I get it. Like you don't. The Olympics play by their own rules or whatever. Like, you know, black people, we don't care about rules. No. But unfortunately, when you're in a situation like that, like, you know, you have to abide by the rules. And then I think like the reason why like I'm not like so heavy on it is because she owned up to it. It's not like she's lying about it. Yeah. It's not like she's covering it up. She owned up to it. Leo, I was under distress like a couple of days after the game, after the meet. My mom died or whatever. I needed to relieve my mind, all that stuff or whatever. So yeah, I smoked, like whatever. But and then, like, ultimately, I think it's bullshit because I feel like they are purposely cracking down on black people. Like first it was no Black Lives Matter memorabilia. Then it's the Sha'Carri Richardson thing, and then it was then it's the no
caps.
Yeah, the no black swim caps or whatever.
I feel like they just giving black people every reason to beat their ass even more. Bro, because I'm telling you, if I'm Sha'Carri Richardson, bro, I'm doing squats right now, bro. I'm like weight training right now, bro. I'm telling you, I'm dusting every single nigga, dog. I'm dusting every single nigga, and I'm hitting the joint after my race, nigga. Fuck y'all, nigga. Exactly. No, because like, see,
call Snoop.
Because y'all just, if I was Snoop, I would have to go. I'd have to go, because y'all just.
So the thing for me though is apparently there's another lady a week prior to this whole Sha'Carri thing,
Mm-hmm.
she got caught with steroids in her system,
Mm-hmm.
and the white woman, the excuse she gave was, "Oh yeah, I had a pork sandwich before the meat or whatever." And that's how the steroids got in my system. But she's out here running races.
Mm-hmm.
She's winning and she's qualifying for the same stuff Sha'Carri is, but she can go on to the Olympics. But Sha'Carri smokes some weed that's not a performance enhancing drug, and she's still out here dusting people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But you know that's like white people's biggest fear is like niggas being great.
man,
So like I'm sure it's a white nigga who get up every day and like punch a Michael Jordan poster, bro. Like,
for real,
and like
For
praise
real.
like Larry Bird, like,
like Tony Kukoc hit that shot.
yo.
Oh, but yeah, I think it's bullshit. I think it's just it's the world hating on black people as usual.
Mhm.
That's all it is, man.
I agree.
That's all it is. Continue to be great. Like, best of wishes to y'all.
Did you hear about the black TikTok creators on strike?
Strike. That's right, man.
Yeah.
Man power. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Come together. Stop letting these white appropriators take y'all shit. Now everybody in there can't dance. Niggas can't move. Out there looking like wet noodles. Just don't know what y'all doing. Because y'all can't steal from the black people no more.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. Start paying these young black minds. Like I feel like the guy 2 million should be paid. Like for all, like Fortnite been stealing dances since they've been created. They've been stealing dances
But
from
you know,
day one.
but you know what though? The thing is, you can't, and this makes sense. This makes sense. You can't copyright an individual dance step, but you can copyright choreography. So like the Soulja Boy night on it, right? But you can't do the whole thing. You can't do like the leg cross and then the swoosh or whatever.
Right.
But you can do the leg cross or you can do the swoosh.
Right.
You can't do them together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I guess that makes sense. But when we see it, we know who the fuck it is.
You know what y'all
like in
doing.
2K, they was doing this. We know exactly what that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all they would do was just this.
Yeah.
That was it.
Because you can't, yeah. Like I said, you're right. I still think that man should be paid, period. I don't care what nobody say. Like that was a culture. That was a
What?
phenomenon.
Soulja Boy?
The Soulja
Oh,
Boy, and no, I'm talking about 2 Milli. The Millie Rock.
Oh, Millie
The
Rock.
Millie Rock should definitely be like, no. Like that was a staple. That was everybody was Millie Rock.
But the only reason though is because it's only one move.
I don't care.
It's only. I mean, no, I completely understand. I'm telling you, like legally,
Yeah,
they think is like if people's like Millie Rock into like the pyramid or something, then and then they would be like, oh shit, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But like because it's just one move, they was like, okay.
Nah, that's grade A bullshit.
Yeah.
Millie Rockin' he should be able to get paid off of that.
No, I agree.
And we ain't seen nothing like it.
The Millie Rock.
Yes, it was so unique.
Yeah.
Like cause even with like the what was the jerk dance, that was like an old dance back in like the 70s. So I can understand like there's no real way to trace it, But this is an original dance move. Like
Can't trace his royal lineage.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah. What about Naomi Osaka? Since we on like Olympic sports and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, she had stepped out for like mental health or something, right?
Yeah, she was saying she's not doing any at the French Open. She wasn't doing any press or whatever after or in between her matches or whatever. Just because she feels like it's damaging to her mental health, it takes her out of the game. You get these press people that try to, or the media that try to put what's it called, doubtful thoughts into her head or whatever about different games. So she decided, I'm not doing press at all. And I guess they tried to like fine her a bunch of fucking money, and she was like, you know what, I'm out.
But
She
you know
stepped away.
that's the same thing that happened with Kyrie.
Yeah. But I mean, I personally think like you shouldn't have to do press if you don't want to do press. Hey, make the coach go out there, make the owner go out there. Like y'all ain't got to deal. Like I just
Shot over 8.
exactly. Like I just played a horrible game, and now you want me to sit here in front of all of these people and talk about the horrible game I just played?
So I feel like as a professional, if you sign up for it, then I believe you should have to talk. But I also believe that if they make you, if you like, let's say you decline and they be like, no, nigga, you Kyrie, we're gonna force it. You gotta go. Then you can't fine me for what I say.
Right.
They're gonna be like, y'all some motherfucking bitches. You gotta let it go, or the team
Right.
gotta pick up the tab. I'm not paying it.
Right.
Like somebody gotta
Right.
pay it. I'm not gonna pay it.
Right.
But I feel like there can be a compromise to it. And with Naomi, I do believe she be on a lot of mental stuff, and I know she's like super woke, and I know that's like mental health is important, and I know she takes care of it or whatever. And she's a top performer athlete. She beat Serena like the last 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like she has great potential and everything like that. So, I mean, I just hope she take care of herself, and I want to see her back out on the court. Cause I enjoy some tennis. I fuck with Federer, Nadal, Williams, Djokovic. I fuck with them niggas. So
I watch every now and again. I know I can't call off names, but like I watch every now and again.
no, Federer was my nigga for like, and he actually just advanced to like the semis. He's the 3rd oldest player to be in the semis.
Oh, nice.
In like Wimbledon
That's
or
dope.
something like that. So
That's fire.
yeah, shout out Federer. Oh, and I think it was dope that Nike didn't drop old girl.
Yeah.
Didn't drop Sha'Carri.
Yeah.
Cause nigga, honestly, if I was Nike, I'd have put out a press that said if we like dropped people for smoking weed, we wouldn't have any clients.
Man, what?
Like we'd have a hockey player.
Did
like,
you they did drop old girl when she got pregnant. There's this one runner, black woman.
I know you're talking about, yeah.
She got pregnant and they dropped her. She had the baby, got married, came back and qualified for the Olympics. Suck my dick.
nigga, catch me out there in some fucking Under Armours, nigga. Like,
no, I will go back to Nike, but I want triple time to check.
no.
I want triple to check.
No, you can't have me. You don't deserve me. Or nigga, if I do, like, if you sign me, I'm throwing a race. Fuck you, like
ACL. No. Oh.
Like these bitches ain't got no grip. This is a terrible shoe. Like,
why the fuck they make this? Who was behind this? Fire this thing.
Remember, what was that nigga name? Not Nadal, but the one soccer player had took the Ronaldo. I think it was Ronaldo. He had took the Coke bottles off the thing.
Yeah.
And then they lost. They said it was like they lost like $4 billion or something.
I believe it.
But in actuality, it was like 1%. They just used that to make it sound like it was a big deal.
Oh.
It was like 1. It was like 2% or something.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't no big thing.
Oh well, sucks to suck. Sucks to suck, my nigga. Like that's what it is. I don't know. I don't believe like these endorsements should be able to have that much control over stuff.
But it's advertising, and that's advertising really runs the world.
It does.
Like even like I'm a 2K player, and at one point they was putting advertisements like in the game. Like you be about to play a game, and they be like, "Oh, you think you about to play like Lakers versus Pistons? That's cool, but first you got to watch this 30-second ad about fucking Culver's chicken sandwiches or whatever." Like,
wow.
And this isn't a full price $60 game. Wow. This ain't no mobile game. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas had a fit, but so and they let that shit run for like 3 weeks or something, like almost a month. And it was like 2K was like 3 weeks later. It was like, "Oh my god, we're so sorry. We didn't know you would react this way." Like we would react this way to a game we paid $60 for you to show us commercials. But then, crazy enough, just like this past week, the same company who gave 2K those ads said that they're going to start placing those ads in other games as an option. So, like, let's say you're like playing like a 2K, and it's like, okay, you got for this match, you got 500 coins, 500 VC or whatever. But if you watch a commercial, we'll make it 1,000 VC or whatever. So they're gonna start putting it in there as an option. So I think option is cool.
Yeah, options is definitely way better
than making you watch it. Like
I think I'm the only person that because you pay for YouTube, right?
Yes.
I think so you probably won't notice it, but I noticed a lot more ads lately, like a lot more ads.
See, I haven't paid for YouTube. I thought you did. I thought you paid for YouTube too.
For YouTube Music, it don't carry over to actual like watching stuff.
It don't?
As far as I know, no.
Are you using the same account?
Yeah, I'm signed in everything.
Yeah. You sure?
I'm positive. We can check it when we get done. Like,
cause I paid for YouTube because I had bought the YouTube Premium. No. I was paying for Google Play Music.
Yeah, that's what I was paying for, and then it switched to YouTube Music.
So But when I got my YouTube, I don't know. So I don't know if I had YouTube Red and it gave me free YouTube Music.
That's probably what it is because they tried to give me a sign for YouTube Red and I didn't sign up for it.
Yeah, so I get YouTube Red and YouTube Music for the $10.
Oh yeah, see.
But I still pay for Spotify because Spotify is just better than me.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to go back to actually buying music, not just streaming music.
You know? Yeah, so like I was saying, that one guy who played my song 102 times or whatever, like I said, from that I probably got like a quarter.
That's crazy. That sucks, yo. That sucks.
But like I said, we don't. And then this gets on to like pretty much all media though.
Yeah.
Because they were saying like the preservation of media is bad because. Like I said, we don't own the music. We don't have it on CD. We don't have it on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can't like physically download it to our computers anymore because we're just like leasing it pretty much.
Right.
And then the same thing for me in games. Like I ain't bought a physical video game in years.
And why the price still $60 fucking?
Still $60. And not $70. And it's $70 for like a digital game on like the PS5.
I'm good, bro.
But you know, see me, yeah, like I said, Jason Pitts, nigga. So I wait for that junk to go on sale.
Yeah.
And like I've been waiting to play this game called Ghost of Tsushima for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ain't been on sale yet. Like they got a new edition coming out. So for PS5, so that's gonna be $70. So I gotta wait even longer now until they get down to like $45, $35.
Nah, I feel like a digital game should not go over $40.
I don't disagree. I mean, if I want it to be as cheap as possible, but I think what they should have done is they should sell for certain games. They should sell the multiplayer and story mode separate, so you don't have to like sell them for $40 a piece. Like so, like if somebody gets one, then the other one, okay, you got $20 extra or $10 extra, whatever. And but if you know you only play one thing, just get that one thing. So like I'm not a big Call of Duty player, but I enjoy Call of Duty from time to time.
Right.
But because Call of Duty retails at like $60, $70, I'm never gonna buy it for that.
Right.
But if it was like day one, get Call of Duty multiplayer only for $35, like
yeah, all
right, cool, yeah, I'll do that. But for $60 to only play one mode,
and I'm not gonna play the story, I'm not gonna do the extra features.
So I'm not gonna play the. I'm not gonna play the story mode. I'm not gonna play multiplayer like that because I'm ass at it. So I'm not about to sit here and lose. I'm not about to do it.
Pay $70 to get my ass whipped by a 13-year-old.
But yeah, and it's but it's like I said, it's digital. The music is digital. The games are digital. The movies are digital. Like except so, pretty much we are at the mercy of Amazon servers. Pretty much.
No, I don't like that. I still enjoy like actually buying music, especially from artists that I like, or like from artists that actually put like. That put together dope packaging. Like I thoroughly.
You know, Kanye was great at that. Kanye was great at that.
Like I love like packaging. For me is everything. So like on one of Lupe's albums, the Great American Rap Album Part 1, that it was a really cheap like plastic or whatever. Because he was trying to have like no kind of promotion on the album itself. So like it was like a really cheap plastic jewel casing or whatever. It was a all black case with just like a little parental advisory stick on the bottom right hand corner. You pulled the album booklet out. It was a bunch of black pages, no writing on them whatsoever or whatever. You get the disc. The disc on top is all black. It don't say nothing. Even when you like the back of the jewel casing, there's no track list or nothing like that. But when you take apart the jewel case, everything is on the inside.
That's
fire.
That sounds like a very Lupe thing.
I was like, yo, this is fire. Like,
did you see when Lupe called Royce a martial artist or whatever?
Yes. He's like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. They have a really good podcast.
Yeah.
They have a really good podcast, and I'm really surprised some more people don't. People don't look well. Most people don't look into artists as like people or whatever. But I feel like a lot of people that I know that are assholes would like Lupe more if they actually listen to him as a person. He's a little asshole. Like, he's smart and all that stuff. He's cool, but he's an asshole. Like, there's a lot of people I know that would act, I like his point of view, but they don't. So, but theirs is really good. And I was like, before we started recording, I was telling you I was watching I started watching a bunch of podcasts or a bunch of shows by these NBA players, like All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, and the No Chill with Gil.
Mm-hmm.
That one I watched those like a lot. Like those have been really good. So apparently, for one of Baron Davis's contracts, with Golden State, I think it was.
You played for them for a while.
Yeah, for a minute, he found out that the owner was the previous, not Sterling, but the previous guy.
That was Clippers.
Yes. No. Was it?
Bob Myers is Golden State.
Who the fuck was?
But anyway, nigga.
Yeah. Well, one of these teams, I forgot which one it was. I think it was Golden State. It was Golden State. He found out that the owner, one of the previous owners was in a bunch of debt. And so apparently this wasn't supposed to come out or whatever. He found out this guy was in debt, and he was like, "Look, I'll give you back the last 2 years of my contract if you give me stake in the if we become partners and all this stuff or whatever." And he pretty much is like in this like small meeting exposed like to this guy. Yeah, I think I know you got the financial troubles or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'll give you back this $25 million, and you just make me partners in the company. Mm-hmm. And he was like, get your black ass out of my office, like pretty much, like fuck out of my office. How the fuck you know this? But kind of found out he was like $300 million or three something, like a lot of over the millions. And debt.
Oh yeah, he said your $25 million ain't gonna do shit.
so yeah, it was Golden State because it wasn't with it was Golden State because when he went to the Clippers, he was saying how racist. He was saying like Donald Sterling isn't like straight up racist. He's a hate everybody is. Like he just like he was like white, black, Asian, whatever. He just did not fuck with people. He was just a bad person in general. Mm-hmm. And he was saying like how he would see them at like the holiday parties, and Donald would parade Blake around like the token black guy or whatever and shit like that. And it was crazy. It was a really good podcast. They not paying me to plug it, but y'all got some time, like check it out. It's really good.
All right, Bob. This was a good pod, man.
Yeah, man.
Hour 20.
Yeah. So this is good. I ain't got no music for today.
I do actually.
Oh, go ahead. But while you got something, I'll find something.
So my boy Jet, he did some music lately, and I was saying I fucked with it. So I actually did a video review on it, and I did a text review on it, like a blog review on it.
Nice. And
I'm gonna play one of the songs from his EP. It's called Monica.
All right, bet.
All right, Jet Moore. Monica.
Yeah, the mouse fall asleep when it just sit there.
All right, that was my boy Jet with Monica.
That was really good. I do not remember you ever rapping with this guy.
Really?
Never.
Nah, I'm trying to think what song we got. I'm gonna have to look it up. I can only think of one song, and it's this. We did this song with. You remember Marie Detroit? You remember her at all?
Yeah. So
me, Jet, and her got a song together. But that song is just. It ain't on YouTube or nothing. It was like a bonus track to one of my albums if you downloaded it from like Bandcamp or something. Oh, okay. So honestly, I ain't heard the song in years. I ain't even heard the song in years. But yeah, like I say, his EP is dope. It's like 6-7 songs. And it's like 15 minutes or whatever. So you can go through the thing just like that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
No, he's really good. I've never heard rap this guy ever.
Yeah. No, that nigga cool. What you got?
I'm going mainstream. I was just talking about Lupe, so I'm gonna bring up this is Just Might Be Okay from Food and Liquor, Lupe Fiasco.
Man, that classic Lupe.
Classic album.
Like I was saying, man, my favorite song off there is theme music to a drive-by.
Yes. That's. I don't know. I'm gonna always go Kick Push, but Kick Push remix don't get the love it deserves.
Who was on it?
It's just him, but it's like it's a darker version of that. It's a part 2 to the same song with a darker twist to it or whatever. And like it's really good. It's really, really good. Really dope.
He said, got me feeling like Killer Joe. My life, the album though. Know the classics by heart and exactly how the filler go. I'm like,
It's a bar. got any fun facts before you go?
Oh, I do. Crazy. So, damn it, and I wish I would have read more up on it. But you know Southwest Airlines, right?
Yeah.
So the original creator of Southwest Airlines was a wild boy. So back when it first started, I want to say like the 50s or 60s, he had like the stewardess and stuff or whatever had them walking around the plane with like short skirts and shit.
Oh.
You know, like short skirts, like because it was like considered like a more business airline. So he had all the women on there for all these businessmen. So businessmen were preferring his airline.
Right.
And then he had started a slogan, like it was something like "You just plain can't beat us," but it was spelled plain like airplane.
Right. Dope.
And it was some small regional airline that was like using like the same slogan or something, and they got into a beef about it. And then the nigga for Southwest Airlines was like, "I know how we can settle this: arm wrestling match."
Wow.
So the CEO of Southwest Airlines fought for the ability to use a slogan dead ass with the arm wrestling match.
He won?
I don't know.
Well, what's the slogan of Southwest Airlines?
Huh?
What's the slogan for Southwest Airlines?
I don't think it's that.
He probably lost. Bum ass.
But hey, for you to be a CEO when you tell a nigga square up,
Right.
bro, like, hey, like he said, we don't gotta take this to court, nigga. Like
Man.
he said, we can arm wrestle for it.
That's
And
nuts.
I'm saying, for you to be a multi-billionaire, you are a wild boy. And it was kind of cool how it started too, because Southwest Airlines actually started in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So it flew between Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston,
Mm-hmm.
because they so far apart. And that's the only three places that it flew. Because if you went out of state, it was regulated by like the government. And the
Right.
government, they regulated like the times, the planes, the prices, everything if you
Right.
went out of state. So they just kept it in state at first, and then they just expanded from there. So
That's dope.
yeah.
That's dope.
But that's it. You got any words of wisdom?
Yeah, I got a building block for us. This is actually,
See, I ain't did this so long.
man, we did it in so long. Got to get back to our cues. This is actually something we were talking about. Me and my girlfriend were talking about, and I was telling her how like when we were growing up, we had a lot of childhood slogans that we just let go, or like a lot of teachings in like cartoons and we just let them go, and like a lot of good quotes. So like G.I. Joe had and knowing is half the battle. Like reading Rainbow, the more you know.
Right.
But the one that stuck to me the most was a wise woman once said, "Take chances, make mistakes, get messy."
Who is this?
Miss Frizzle.
Hey!
So that's my building block for today, man. Take chances, make mistakes, get messy.
No, my girl make her daughter watch Magic School Bus like all the time.
Good woman. Good shit.
Yeah, no, she's
Definitely.
She's
We
great.
need that. Magic School Bus is a hidden treasure. Definitely. Well, we out of here, man. I got.
All right, man. It felt good being back, man.
Yes, hopefully we can come back 2 weeks in a row, back to back it.
Crazy.
We'll see how this go. Well, y'all be easy. Remember to like, subscribe, follow. We'll be coming to other platforms soon, right?
Oh yeah, Anchor. Well,
Yeah.
Anchor go put us on like Spotify and everything else.
Yeah, so we'll be on other platforms. And the good thing about Anchor is when y'all listen through these other platforms, we get paid. So make sure y'all share the podcast with y'all friends. We'll have all the back catalog on there as well. Once it gets there, we'll definitely let y'all know, all right? Just stay tuned to all the pages. We'll get better at updating stuff soon, all right? Other than that, peace.
Peace.